I'm looking forward to connect with him and have an idea on when he should be available to start for us. So yeah, but for before that, like very excited for the acquisition. I think it's going to help us hugely.
Is it safe to say if you can, you would start him on Sunday or Monday just because you have holes there?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we have needs those days. We have the doubleheader Monday. We have a game Sunday where we still have a TBA, knowing we have McGill and Walker tomorrow. So we'll have to connect. Like I said, I haven't talked to Rich yet. This is something that happened as we were arriving here to the in the stadium. So and then he became official. So I haven't really connected with him yet. So maybe something that happens this afternoon or later today, hopefully. But let's see. And there's needs in the near future. So I pray that he's in one of those spots that we need.
One more for me. McNeil out of the lineup how's he doing physically?
So I mean, he got tested. He came in yesterday. He got tested. They ran him. It's still a little fatigue, specifically from his left leg. It's the one that's like more fatigue as far as like pushing. So the performance right now is being extremely precautious with him, just because this takes him back to similar spot to where he was before he got hurt in Tampa. As you remember how the week developed, Anthony, that time we were playing the Orioles here, I think, and there were 2 days off between a 2-game set that we play against the Orioles here, and McNeil was feeling similarly, but he set cramps back then. This is not it. That's not what he has, but that was some of the things that developed into probably later causing the injury, the hamstring injury on him. There's not an isolated spot, I think, right now, but it just they're being extremely precautious with him, just so it's not something like this. So not to start right now today, but his availability off the bench is in check. We'll see this afternoon. We'll see where he's at.
Thank you.
Tim Healy.
Hey, Luis, is that McNeil's entire left leg, or is it a part of his left leg that is tired?
Yeah, I didn't go like portion to portion with the performance staff and his left leg, but that's just what they told me, and we trust our performance staff and their feel for it, and a guy like Jeff McNeil that I know for years, and he's dealt with a lot of injuries in his career. Like every time they bring up something to me where they're just being precautious with him, like I'm all in. So he came in yesterday, day off. He did some tests today. He's doing some more tests like running, strength, all that, and we'll see his availability in game. But like to isolate a spot right now, like I didn't get any of that.
And with Hill, I know it just became official, and I know Jeremy Hefner knows him a little bit. Is there any sense of what's been going wrong for him the past month and change versus earlier in the year?
We haven't really us here like breaking him down like that, like month to month or start to start. I am aware of the pitch usage and where the stuff is. Like I did take a look at that. And I've seen a couple outings here and there when we're not playing, and there was a race game on the television, but we haven't talked about that. And the history with Hef is when he was in Minnesota, Hef wasn't there, I think. So
okay.
Teammate, I think Trevor May was his teammate there, and I heard from other guys that faced him a lot how he is and his demeanor. But I mean, similar pitch usage and stuff wise, like where fastball carry and the curveball has been a special pitch for him throughout his career, and then the slider cutter, the below divides a little bit. He's got the similar stuff, and I think I advanced him a little bit when I was at quality control too in 19. So he's when he was with the Dodgers, and just similar stuff. But last month performance, like I'm not aware right now.
And last one, also on Hill. He's a guy who obviously, in addition to being around for a long time, has been in the playoffs a whole bunch, especially those years with the Dodgers. What can that add to a team that hopes to not only get to the playoffs, but make a deep run. To have that sort of experience and voice on the staff.
He brings a lot. He adds a lot to this group. We talk every day about how special this group is, how good of a family we are, and I mean, this is a great addition. I think a guy that has experience and been on great teams, right? Playoff contenders, and I think he's just going to bring a lot of experience. We don't have a guy like that here, like in his profile. We don't have that veteran guy that has experience like this and could bring just different stories from different teams and being in the playoffs multiple times. So I think it's just a great addition. It's just this can only make us better right now.
Thank you.
Matthew Robertson, you're up.
Hey, Louis. How do you feel about adding a pitcher to the roster that's not only older than you, but also older than Jeremy Hefner?
Well, I mean, age is just a number, I think. He's a great pitcher, and I'm excited for that. And we're just talking about what he's bringing outside of his pitching ability. And it's going to make, I think he's going to make the team better, and then it's going to make us better. It's going to make me a better manager. I'm going to learn some things from him. But I don't see the age part being anything different than any of the guys as far as my relationship with him, anticipating it. Just, he's going to be one of our pitchers, and he's going to be a better presence. So I just think he's going to be a huge help for everyone here. And, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to get to know him, to connect with him first, and then get to know him and see him here every day, and get some things to work with him directly, and probably with also the group. That stuff that he can bring here.
Am I correct in assuming this is the first player you've managed who's older than you?
No, it's not. It's not the first. It's not the first player I've managed that's been older than me. I have players throughout my career, managerial career, in different places that have been older than me. So, yeah, it's been the same as far as like treating always the player with respect, getting to know them personally, and then treating them like family. Like this is a family. So I'm waiting on. I know it's going to have a warm welcome here by everyone. Just knowing how this group is, and just hearing how he is too. Like he should blend in right there with the group. So, can't wait to get to know him.
Thanks.
Next one is Zach Braziller.
Louis, Rich's last 2 months weren't nearly as good as his start, and kind of coincided with the sticky substances. And his spin rate was pretty significantly down, even especially on his curveballs. Was there any concern about that, and was that something you guys were aware of?
I personally, I'm not aware. Like I think I just told was it Team that asked me? I think Team Hilly just asked me about that. I'm not aware if there's like any difference stuff wise ever since the crackdown started happening. I'm just aware of who Rich Hill is, and I know that he was pitcher of the month at 1-1 this season, and I know that he's pitched really good in his entire career, and he's helped teams get to the playoffs. So I know that's what we're getting. But as far as like any difference on how he was pitching before the date that the umpire started intercepting pitchers going to the dugout, like I don't really know how much difference there is. But I'm just really excited to get to know Rich. Like I can't wait for him to get here and then see when he's going to be available wearing the next uniform, pitching out there. It's great that we're in a homestand, and it'll be awesome that he pitches here in front of the fans. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Next we'll go to Rich Catino.
Hey, Louis, getting a pitcher like Rich Hill, in the short term, he's going to go right into your rotation to help you out. But I'm sure you're hopefully getting some injured starters back as well. And, of course, it's a good problem to have, having too many starting pitchers. But is he someone you could see helping you in spots in the bullpen, giving you another lefty in there with all the left-handed bats you have in this division that you have to face?
Well, Rich, not right now. Like I'm the excitement to have the starting pitcher right now. Like I can't think of Rich like coming out of the pen at any point right now. So first things first. Like I want to see when he's able to start for us and give us some of the length that he provides. Like this is a guy that can eat innings. It can be very effective pitch count wise, induce contacts, and he does different things. He knows how to pitch and as a starter. So that's what we're looking forward to right now. So some crazy happens later. I know this guy's a bull, and we have different ideas, but I mean we're just not there yet. Like right now, the need is a starter, and we got a really good one here.
Thank you.
Back to you, Tony.
Hey, Luis, I see Jose out here. Any sense of how long he might need?
I don't know. This is a fracture, so he's going to be wearing a splint for a few weeks. So he can do some activity lower half, but he probably won't be able to do anything with that finger, right? So he may maybe catch ground balls or do things, do some drills that you can do one-handed, but anything that can help in other, away from that injury, from that fracture. But I don't have a sense of a timeline right now. I mean, it's just for him to get out of that splint that you guys are probably seeing out there with him, but nothing more than that. There's no timeline right now.
Gotcha. And so one other one, I know you like a lot is any of having him in the lineup today, or why not?
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Just
we broke up a little bit.
Pilar, not in the lineup against the lefty. I was just curious what went into that decision.
Well, we're facing Matsy. Tomorrow we're facing Ryu. I believe we're going to see two lefties in the Brave series. We may see Free and Smiley. And Matsy is a guy that could work even against lefties because his second best pitch is the changeup, as we all know. He has his curveball. It's a strike stealer, more than a put away pitch. And our lefties hit lefties. And we just wanted to keep Nemo's Dom and Conforto there for this game. Tomorrow might be a different story against Ryu. But just thinking of the matchup, we thought our lefties are going to give us a chance against Matsy. But KP, and you're bringing it up, like he's a guy that can work for us platoon-wise, but just after a day off and having our guys there that we know that can give a really good a bat against Matsy, like, I mean, we could fall if we fall into the platooning thing. Like we might have somebody have 2 days off out of our lefties there, or something like that. So that's why they're in the lineup. They're scattered, as you know, in between righties there, or as you saw. But KP should be in there tomorrow. So
Thank you.
We talked to him about it, and I mean, he's a pro about it. And he understands.
Gary?
Hey, Luis. Just an update on Carlos Carrasco. Is he a possibility for Sunday for you?
Not yet. I think that's his day. We've talked about Sunday. We even talked about Monday being like a 7-inning game, if that's a possibility. But he just came out of his outing. He threw a side yesterday. He feels good. But those conversations are just brewing about where his next start is going to be. I know. You might think like we don't want to reveal. It's the truth. Like we haven't commit where he's going to do it, whether it's in the minor leagues again as a rehab assignment, or he's actually going to join the big league team. We talked about our needs, but even before our needs, the priority here is Cookie, that he's 100%, that he's okay, and that everyone in performance also feels good with him getting the ball at the big league level and ramping up with all that adrenaline and just feeling okay about the strength in his hamstring. So the conversations are ongoing, but Sunday or one of the games Monday is some of the things that we thought of.
And any update on Jacob? Is there anything new there?
He's playing catch. He's throwing. He has the same plan for to do that today, but better. He's progressing well. We can say that he's progressing well.
Thanks.
Go back to Tim.
Actually, my questions were on Carrasco and DeGrom, so I'm almost said thank you.
Okay. Luis, thank you very much for your time today.
Thanks, Zach. See you guys.
Members of the media, this concludes today's pregame Zoom session. We'll see everybody after the game. Thank you.